It's my pleasure to introduce some friendly faces today. So we have representation from the Micron Student Success Center, which is led by Adriana Facundo, and two materials science undergraduate student ambassadors. We've got Richard and Suemy, who are going to introduce themselves today. Before we jump into that, I want to, before I forget, don't forget to sign in using the QR code. The sign-in numbers that we have are data that we use to justify snacks. So the more people that sign in, the more expensive snacks that we can buy. So if you like snacks, if you like coffee, if you want more cookies, sign in. Yes, Professor Mole. Quantity has kind of a quality of its own, I always say. Uh, both, both. Welcome again, and please sign in. And Adriana, if I could invite you up to the stage to introduce the Micron Student Success Center and our student ambassadors.
Hello, everyone. Fun fact, Eric and I are both fellow Michiganders as well. So he followed me here. Just kidding. He's older. Again, Adriana Facundo. Can I just to get a sense of who's in the physical room, who are currently first year students in here? You're not a first year. Okay. What about undergrads in general? Who's still in their undergrad journey? Okay. There's faculty, and then what about graduate students? Yeah. Great. Awesome. Okay, great. Just like to know who I'm speaking to. I don't know whose baby that is, but I want to hold him. Not yours. Welcome. All audiences welcome. So hi again, Adriana. So the Micron Student Success Center, let me make sure this clicks. I think it on. Did it work? Okay. So the Micron Student Success Center started around 2.5 years ago, and it was really thanks to an investment from the college, but also Micron, and then Idaho Power, and really an investment in just supporting pathways for students into engineering, computer science, but serving a role in that. And so over the last 2.5 years, or the first year, I really ended up kind of surveying and working with the learning experience designer to really interview students, interview faculty and staff, and really understanding like what are the needs here, because I didn't want to come in and just come in with ideas or making it, replicating what already exists. And that's a lot of what we were hearing was there's a lot of great opportunities for undergraduate research, industry connections, just career opportunities overall. A lot of hands-on learning happening in the classroom, but depending on sometimes a lot of the times it was depending on who you know or if you have those connections. And I really just saw a need not to necessarily create new programming, but just to enhance students' navigational capital so that they all know about it. And it's not just subjective to who you might know or the faculty member or the staff member you're working with, but that anyone would, be able to find those opportunities. And so over the last 2.5 years, we've really been just, again, trying to work with our student ambassador team to understand the changing needs of students because students change. And then also looking at where industry would like our graduates to graduate and leave with skills. And so over the last 2.5 years, these are some of the things that were already in our portfolio, but then also some things that we're starting to really formalize. So first year support is one of them through our ambassadors, which I'm going to have them share a little bit about their stories. And so really growing our ambassador program, working directly with Eric through the Story Collider program, and really helping them understand and tell their stories to perspective to help our work in outreach, recruitment, to help them in networking, and with the college itself, with our alumni, with our advancement partners. But really, Story Collider has been essential to just community building too among the ambassadors and getting to know each other and getting to know people in the college who are dedicated to their success. And so our ambassadors are a huge support. We have ambassadors, at least one from all the majors in the college. And then we have Leandra, our career success coach, who will work with anyone and take appointments. So whether it's you want to do mock interviews, you're looking to get connected to some of our undergraduate research labs and opportunities across campus, vertically integrated projects. She also coordinates all of our networking and career fairs, our networking events and career fairs. So we actually have, in preparation for our upcoming career events, we have a free, and I think I have a slide about this later, so I'll come back to it. But we have an event next week. If you need a headshot, I know there's some faculty in this room who also have some outdated headshots on our website, so you're welcome to. And even that cute little baby, come bring him along. So we also do a lot of that career discovery, and we're really trying to grow in the space of how do we help our new first-year students understand the opportunities that exist for them in the field of engineering, computer science, and construction management, because oftentimes they're not really taking a ton of College of Engineering specific courses until they're into their early sophomore year. And so how do they still feel connected? And so we're trying to do that through our call and welcome and through our masters to make sure they still feel tied to the college, even if they're not 100% sure which degree program they want to go into. And then we're really focused on making sure our department chairs are aware of all of these programming opportunities and the connections that we have with employers and industry, so that they know that they are welcome to, like you, faculty, grad students, undergrads are all welcome to come to our career fairs. We're trying to extend that also to our community college partners as well. So again, really making sure people know the industry and the people who are dedicated to their success beyond Boise State. And then some of the other work that we do is tied to our professional development for funding and our competition club funding. So we oversee that out of the center. So it's expensive to do some of these competitions. And before my time, they actually got a certain amount of funding from the college and from the student government to have a limited amount of funds to help support our competition clubs and our clubs who are really helping us and in putting us on the national stage as a college. And also, we know that funding from student government is limited, so we try to help meet students in the middle and give funding on top of what they're able to get from student government as well. And then the newest initiative is our newsletter. So I believe everyone should have gotten one if you're a student, undergrad or graduate. Those will be bi-weekly. So we also will have an opportunity for anyone to submit opportunities for undergrad or graduate students who, if you just want to spread word to students about jobs, if you need undergraduate researchers, if you need employees, anything, but just spreading word about events and programming to students. We have a newsletter that we put out every 2 weeks now to students. Okay, well, that's a lot of what we do in the center, but really we're not able to do a lot without our ambassadors. So I'm gonna pass it off to them to share a little bit about themselves. And we will start with Suemy.
Okay. Hi. Oh, this is work. Hi everyone. My name is Suemy. I'm a senior in material science and engineering. A little about me. I was born and raised in Panama City, Panama. I can speak 2 languages, Spanish and English. I moved to Boise about 5 years ago now, in August of 2020. I completed my last 2 years of high school here in Boise. I went to Bishop Kelly High School. And during my time at BK, I participated in the Idaho Science and Aerospace Scholars, which is a program meant for. There's a, not big enough. Okay.
Sorry.
Hello. Okay. Yeah, I participated in the Idaho Science and Aerospace Scholars, which is a program meant for high school juniors who are interested in STEM careers. Basically, we participated in a week-long summer workshop where we had to work in teams and work together to plan a mission to Mars. And during that time, speakers will come. It was on Zoom, so I didn't have the full experience, but I believe an alumni from MSc came and talked to us about material science and engineering and the what is material science and what courses we have to take if we were to choose to major in material science here at Boise State. At that time, I knew I wanted to do something in engineering, but I wasn't sure what yet. So when she talked about material science, I got interested in it, and wanted to know more about it. So I decided to, when it was time to apply for colleges, I applied as an MSc student at Boise State. So here I am. um, During my undergrad career, the most relevant experience that I had is undergrad research in the software science lab under the mentorship of Dr. Paul Davis and Dr. Corey Ifa, which they are amazing. And I had the opportunity to learn about atomic force microscopy, or AFM, which basically is a characterization technique where you look at the surfaces of different materials at the nanoscale, and you use a tiny probe that has a cantilever and a tip, and the tip makes contact with the surface, and a laser comes in and reflects off. Oh, the laser comes from a photodetector, comes in and reflects off the cantilever, and that's how you can detect the motion of the probe. And we use AFM to measure the surface roughness, the adhesion, the modulus of different materials. We can also look at the electrical, mechanical, and magnetic properties. It is definitely not the easiest equipment to work with, but I learned how to be patient with myself and ask a lot of questions because it's not intuitive at all. So thank you, Corey and Paul, for being there during that process. Also, yeah, I had a great time there. So some things that I wish I knew when I was a first year student. Um, I wish I knew about the study spaces that we had in the MCMR, because on my first year I would just go to class and then go home. I will not come back until I had class again. Also, I wish I knew how important it is to make connections with faculty and staff, and also upperclassmen. And also, I wish I knew the amount of labs that MSc has to offer to undergrads that they provide hands-on experience, and it's not only about classes; it's also about having experience. Um, so as Cohen ambassadors, we help new and prospective students to learn more about MSc or the College of Engineering. We also support department events, and are we serve as a connection between faculty and staff and students. Provide them an insight on how students are experiencing the program. And also, we are here to inform students about different opportunities that the College of Engineering or the MSc department, or just Boise State in general, has to offer. Thank you.
That is a big photo of me. All right. Hello, for those of you who don't know me, I am Richard Dunkley. I spent 6 years in the Air Force before deciding it wasn't quite for me and I wanted to try something a little bit different. So I looked in my resources, talked to my grandma, and said, okay, college seems like the best option for me. And so I joined the engineering department, went to the College of Engineering for mechanical engineering, which is a little bit different from where I'm at now. That didn't last long. I came to my MSc 101 class taught by Eric Jankowski, and instantly I fell in love. Like, it was where I enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to the people here. with, with materials, yes. From there, I spent a lot of time over in the main office and talking to the people there. It was enjoyable. I spent every day pretty much over there. I still do spend every day over there at some point. I come to say hi to people. And coming to seminar, where I eventually found out about Dr. Jankowicz' lab, where I'm instantly was like, I wanted to be a part of that. I went up to him, asked him, hey, how can I get involved with that? Did an application, went in, talked to him about it, and then was shut down my first semester. From there, didn't want to stop. It was my first semester, continued going, and ended up getting into his lab. Now, that's where I'm at now. That's how I got into the material science department, and that's why I'm still in it, because I really enjoy the people that are here. They push me out of my comfort zone. They recommended I got into this position for Cohen Ambassador, and I'm enjoying every step of where I'm at right now. So this second question, what I wish I knew when I was a first year freshman, that was last year. So there's not too much that I know now that I didn't know back then. The only thing I wish I did was I wish I stepped out of my comfort zone sooner. I wish I went out and actually did things. I still have things that are keeping me back, that are stopping me from going hands-on with a lot of the projects that I enjoy. But having the knowledge that I didn't do it then and that I have limited time now, I can actually and will actually be more hands-on with things. So that's the stuff I wish I did more as a freshman. What can I do for the Cohen students? I want to be the voice. I want to be something that they can come to for question, generally for club activities, for professors, for communication. Just be somebody that can be there to help out. If someone doesn't know where to go, doesn't know what plans to do, or doesn't have, like, they are bored on a Friday night and want to figure out what you can do, I want to be a person that can help guide. That is my goal here as a Cohen Ambassador.
They are doing a wonderful job. Can we give them another round of applause to shake off some nerves? Thank you both. And then I just noticed on Zoom is Danny, and I just want to know that he has a little baby ambassador who was part of our team not too long ago as well. So if Emilio wants to make an appearance, I'd be okay with that as well. But yeah, so I'm really lucky to get to work with our student leaders, learn about their stories. Fun fact, I'm not an engineer. I just study higher education. So it's been really interesting to be in the College of Engineering, which is its own, ecosystem within the university, and then to learn about the experiences of students who go through the College of Engineering majors. Something that the ambassadors also do is just office hours in. We're in the middle of a remodel. We're hoping it'll be ready in. I think we get our furniture October 6th, but our front office open area will be ready hopefully in a couple of weeks. This is all like with a big asterisk, but that is when their anticipated office hours are. So if people want to connect with them or you want to refer students to them, this is when they'll be in the office. Regardless, the department, I'm sure, will be interweaving them in other opportunities to connect with faculty and staff and students. But And then there's their contact information if folks would like to schedule any meetings with them, email them. They'll take you to coffee or smoothies on us, not on them. But it's an opportunity as well for students if you want to just learn about their journey or get to know them better. Great. And then I'm noticing, because there are a lot of grad students here, something that we haven't fully been able to dive into, but is something that it seems like a low-hanging fruit in the College of Engineering, is we do have a lot of grad students in the college, and I noticed there's a lot of extra excitement and energy among our grad students in MSE. But is really that opportunity for grad students to mentor our undergrad students. And maybe it's not necessarily discipline specific, and sometimes it's just normalizing research and demystifying kind of what people think research is and what the possibilities are in that field. But that's definitely something that feels like a low-hanging fruit in the college, and is something may or may not be calling on folks for down the road, because again, I think sometimes it's way better for our undergraduate masters to speak to people who look like them, but then the same for our graduate students. You're not that far removed from your undergraduate experience, and I think have a lot of lessons to give back to undergrads navigating just coursework or undergraduate research. And then these are some of just our upcoming networking and career events in general. So again, undergrads and graduate students are welcome to come to these. We also encourage faculty to come and meet with related industries to your field, because I know some department chairs have shared with us that they just go ask, like, what are you looking for in our graduates, and how has that changed? And so I know some folks have said that they enjoy just being able to talk to employers about that, so they can maybe alter how they talk about what they do in their courses, or just the different experiences they interweave into their courses. And so it's an opportunity for anyone. Wear your name tag if you go, so they know you're part of the college, and that also shows that our college is invested in these employers who are invested in our students. So whether you're just looking to learn about industry changes or to talk with your friends from a particular company, we definitely welcome you regardless. But yeah, so this next week is headshots and handshakes. So come get a free headshot, learn about how some of our opportunities are offered through Handshake, create your profile. And then in less than 2 weeks is also our Semiconductor Career Connections event, which if you didn't get an invite, let me know, because that's an opportunity we only have. That's a smaller opportunity, so not as big as a career fair, but it's focused. We have 9 employers from the semiconductor industry who are going to come and meet with students who are interested in exploring that field. So it's not just with Cohen students interested in the semiconductor industry, but it's a partnership with the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Business and Economics. So just showing the different industries that are part of the semiconductor industry as a whole, or the different fields that can go into that and the opportunities that exist. So it's a lot smaller. One of our ambassadors got a job and left us early last year, actually, at that experience at Photronics. So, and she even noted that it made her feel more comfortable because it was a smaller, way less intense, way less crowded experience. So just a good time to come learn, even if you're not actively searching for anything. And then, yeah, we have our fall networking event, September 25th. That's again, if you're a graduate student and want to help undergrads learn networking skills or practice them yourself, that'll be an opportunity to connect with alumni and our industry partners who are just invested in students here. So if you want to share skills or just network yourself, you're welcome to come. We'll have employers and alumni from not only our visionary employer partnerships, but also just across the college in general. And then our 2 big career fairs that we offer through the Micron Student Success Center is one with the Construction Management Department. That's the Construction Industry Career Fair. That's October 9th. And then the other one that's just College of Engineering wide is on October 23rd. And both are in the Student Union building. Likely both in the 2 big ballrooms. So we've gotten pretty big. We've had to expand to both. But what Leandra does is share which companies are hiring for what majors. So you can begin to narrow in your focus on who you're looking to talk to. And then from there, they're there from 9 to 2 both of those days. And then there is the campus-wide career fair October 15th in between there as well, which still sometimes has College of Engineering employers. And then as you can see, networking career opportunities are pretty heavy in the fall. So it definitely, if you're looking or looking to gain experiences, looking for internships, whichever that is, definitely encourage looking in fall, as a lot of these companies hire their interns in the fall. And so some close as early as October, if not November at the latest I've seen. And then we have just a couple career events in the spring. So we have probably a third of the big campus career fair in February. A third of those employers are College of Engineering employers. And then we're likely going to do a networking event the night before that career fair for just Cohen employers and our students as well. So we'll keep you posted. That date of that career fair might change because they're trying to get into the extra mile arena because they've just outgrown the student union. So that's why it's February somewhere. And then finally, we have our annual Pi Day networking event, which is similar to our fall networking event, but just on Pi Day. So again, bringing in employers to connect with and our undergrads and grad students. Any questions about any of those? Yes.
What ways do you want to be pulled in next students to the resources of college? And B, how do I do that?
For now, start with me. So email me it always helps. The more details I have, the better about like your class, who you're bringing together. Timing is the most helpful, really, because then we have all the ambassadors' class schedules on in our records, so it's really easy to say which time they're available and when. And then really it depends. So whether it's with working with like younger class, like first year students, and you just want them to share about their journeys into the College of Engineering, picking their major, learning about career resources as a student or their experiences at our career events, that's one opportunity. I think the other is just, learning about the College of Engineering as a whole if they are in the exploration stage as well, because they're connected with our advising teams. And so we've tried to embed them not only at the department chair level, but also with advisors. So they're just kind of what do you call it? A conduit to the rest of the college as far as it relates to just leadership and that.
Thanks, Adriana. And Richard and Suemy, what's one activity or event that like you want us to ask you to help with? Like, what are you most excited about right now?
Biggest thing I'm excited about is I want to talk to people who are kind of outside of the College of Engineering that are interested in or have not experienced the College of Engineering yet. Just the other day, I actually have a friend from my physics class who is part of the physics or College of Physics, I guess, College of Sciences, Arts and Sciences. And he was a former engineer who doesn't know much about the College of Engineering right now. And so getting him involved with the clubs, as well as he was looking at a second job, so EIS, was something that I genuinely found enjoyment of. And so having that possibility for other students is going to really help me out. Really is something I'm looking forward to.
I think for me is making connections with people in the College of Engineering, because I feel like thanks to the Cohen Ambassador Program, I feel like I met a lot of people in the College of Engineering, and I didn't have those connections before. So I'm really grateful for that. And also, I'm excited about meeting new and prospective students who might be lost and they don't know what they want to do, and give them guidance.
So we got to send you to MSE 101 and tell everybody about how the SSL changed your life, right?
Yes.
We're always open to collaborating on other ideas. I know last year something that had come to us was we did an event on manufacturing and advanced manufacturing opportunities with the new product development lab. And so we have just industry connections there. But if you're looking for something like industry specific, Leandra or myself can partner with departments if there's something you're looking to pitch, whether that's an idea or a social or whichever. But we're open to collaborations as well. And then the other thing is just we have a lot of awesome alumni who are open to being on panels related to all types of subjects. So Leandra keeps kind of a running roster of that as well. And we're, I would say she's very busy this fall, so definitely also utilize her this spring if she's not available this fall for panels. But yeah, let us know if you have questions. And thank you for your time.